Hello, my beautiful souls. I've had a request for someone who really wants to understand the healing that we are doing through this meditation. So I thought it would be a great idea for me to take the opportunity to discuss this with all of you regarding blocked emotions. So, hopefully, everyone who listens understands the concept. See, we may think that by ignoring or distracting ourselves from unpleasant situations, feelings, that they will just go away. And from our conscious awareness, they may for a time, but not from our subconscious, nor from our energy field. This stuff continues to run our life and continues to eat us up from the inside out. But fortunately, at some point, everything that we have stored away into the deepest of our being comes out and must be dealt with. Now this is our karma. The soul has been carrying this garbage for eons and eons. There comes a time when the soul says, enough. This next life, we are going to clear as much of this stuff out as we can. Such a lifetime may not be pretty or fun in any sense of the word. It may actually be a sort of hell on earth. But for the soul to be free, it must go through this purification process. So when I'm working with y'all and I say for you to release guilt or unforgiveness, unworthiness, all of these emotions that are in us for a reason. And all of the situations that have happened to us for a reason. It's part of our karma. It's what has to play out in our life. It's almost like, karma is what comes around goes around. And that sounds rather harsh, but it is. What we reap, we do sow eventually. So our karma has to come out. So for those people who are living a hell on earth, you understand that this is your soul cleansing and purifying itself so that in your next life, or maybe even in this life, you will have that perfect soul and that oneness that you need to return back to the source. The healing work accelerates this purification by digging into the hidden nooks and crannies of our subconscious mind, the energy fields, chakras, and the center core. Delodging and bringing up to the surface any resistance, suppressed issues, negative energies, or whatever else is stuck there. You may even become conscious or possibly relive some past life memories and associated traumas. And for me, this has been the hardest part of my journey, knowing my past life memory and how I died. This has been a constant struggle for me to not relive my death in this life. So this has been something suppressed in my subconscious, in my energy field, that is being purged from my soul. It is the greatest test that I've ever had to endure. And as I myself have been releasing these blocks and learning how to release blocked emotions, I wanted to share with all of you this process, because in order for us to find that true oneness and that oneness with God and the reunification with our twin soul, we must go through this healing, purging, releasing, in order to be that oneness again that we need to be, in that perfect reunion that God has called us to be in. So through your ego mind, you may again judge all this stuff as a bad and try to suppress it, which is how it got there in the first place. You see, so when you start reliving traumas from your childhood, you want to push them back down. You don't want to remember them. And this is where it gets lodged back up again. And that energy wants to be released. Your soul wants to be healed. So it will continue to come back up to the surface. So when you have reoccurring dreams, for example, if you were raped and you have that reoccurring dream, it's your soul telling you that it's time that you deal with this and that you heal this. And knowing that this was not your fault, it was not intended to hurt you or harm you, but it is simply karma that you are paying for from previous lives. It is something that your soul agreed to before you came into this life, which sounds horrific that we would agree to be going through any type of a rape. But remember, this is your soul, and your soul doesn't suffer. Your soul doesn't die. Your soul knows no pain. All of the pain and the attachment and the suffering that we feel is our ego mind. So when things begin to come up and we begin to relive past life memories or traumas, it's just your ego mind bringing it to the surface. So if your conscious mind tells you, no, put that back and hide it, then we don't release it. And walls are built up around our heart. Within the purification process, when you are sensing there's unpleasant feelings, thoughts, or memories occurring, it is a sure sign that they are on their way out. They're coming up to the surface and they're delodging. They no longer want to be remaining stuck or hidden inside. When this is occurring, do not listen to the words of fear that your ego mind gives you to give up on the healing work. Don't give up. Press in even more. It is often at the very threshold of a major breakthrough that the most negative stuff appears. So if you allow that stuff to stop you from continuing the healing, then it will win and you will lose. So no matter what comes to the surface when we go through our meditations, when we ask for God to guide us and go deep within us, whatever comes to the surface, let it flow and let it out and release it. Don't try and hide it. Let it go. As human beings, there are so many things we have a hard time doing. Working through our stuff is one of them. This is why Spirit has brought you this healing work. It is by no accident that you have come across my YouTube channel. It is no accident that I have gone through my own hell on earth. And God has brought me to this point where I need to share and be living my soul's mission here to help heal and bring everyone into that love that God intended us to have. So this is when, why the Spirit has brought us all together. And as long as you are willing, I will help you move through this stuff as fast and easy as possible. But it is your choice to do so or not. And some people have sent me notes where they've, had dreams that followed the meditation, where they've had visions that followed them. Most of my visions come when I'm meditating. And a lot of those visions that I have are of my twin soul. And some days I just want to have visions of the oneness that I will have with my source, my creator, my God. And my twin soul will pop in. We're not always able to understand what our past memories are from our past life. But God will bring them in at just the right time and just the right moment so that you will understand why you struggle. So one example would be if you committed suicide in your previous life. Maybe in this life your greatest struggle has been those thoughts of suicide, and to not commit suicide when things are hard in this life. Another example may be, if you drowned in a swimming pool in your previous life, and in this life you have a total fear of a swimming pool. So there's many things that we can learn from past life memories and visions and understanding karma. An example would be in your past life, if you were someone's mistress or the cheating husband or the cheating wife. In this life, your karma may be falling in love with the very person that will cheat on you. So once we come to understand the way karma works and the way we are releasing a lot of those karmic imprints, you will understand more and more how the soul is bringing forth this process to bring you into full unity with God, your maker, your creator, the source of life, and to bring you into that reunion with your twin soul. So I hope I've answered all of your questions. And I know not every religious belief believes in past life. But once you've awakened, you'll never go back asleep. So awaken, my beautiful souls. Feel the energy flowing through your body as you begin to heal and release. Feeling your chakras spin as they're releasing emotional baggage that we keep. Feel the pains within our soul as we release those karmic imprints that have been trapped with us for eons and eons. So now as we call out memories and blocks and trapped emotions from our subconscious mind, you will begin to release and heal. Thank you for all your questions and comments, and I hope that you will continue to heal. I also have one-on-one sessions via Skype, but I do recommend that you pay attention, fall asleep listening to a lot of the healing circle Sundays that I do post. I love you all, and I thank you for all your positive energy, your sweet notes, and your good vibes. Namaste.